And I don't know if I've seen that in a playoff game. I don't know if I've been a part of it. Maybe I have. But to be down 18, 19, 20, whatever.
Anyone watched us last year when we was in Boston, I feel everyone counted us out in those first two, and we did exactly like this. So shout out to our team. The grit we showed, the resilience that we showed, and, of course, Jalen Brunson was special and overtime. And that's how we're going to leave MSG tonight with a win.
Jalen just was a little bit more aggressive, and so, I think we just allowed him to be aggressive.
After that, it was 7 minutes left. They were down 22, and then all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson goes ballistic and literally abused him at every single turn. Annihilated him, kept going by him, scored like 5 or 6 straight baskets, and then it got to a point where seemingly anybody, whether it was Mikal Bridges, whether it was Brunson, whether it was Landry Shamet, anybody who attempted a shot, it was James Harden in the vicinity. It ain't just Jalen Brunson that should be arrested for assault. It's the rest of the Knicks, because everybody at that point was targeting James Harden because he couldn't stop a cold. It was just that simple. But up before the 7-minute mark, when they were down by 22, they looked beyond rusty. They looked lethargic, like they had been chilling for the last 9 days, eating pizza and Lord knows what else. They did not look like the New York Knicks we had seen win 7 straight playoff games, but thank goodness it didn't last the entire game.
That was like 2 different teams.
Yeah, right. But look, once you get to the playoffs, we've seen crazy games before, and one loss is just one loss, whether it's by 1 or 30 or this dramatic comeback. But my thing is, if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers fans right now, if your team could not respond in the moment to that run in the fourth quarter and then get blitzed in overtime, how can you respond in game 2 at all?
Was a very legitimate question. We'll see if they have an answer. I don't think they will. Last year, when the New York Knicks blew their first game against the Indiana Pacers, we knew they were in a world of trouble because it was that devastating of a loss. I think this was even worse for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was unquestionably a choke job. Make no mistake about it. It was a choke job. You can't collapse like that. Where was Donovan Mitchell in the last 7 minutes to stop the bleeding? He was nowhere to be found. James Harden had tied it at 99, but that was the only thing he did right other than drawing an offensive foul from Brunson in the last 7 minutes. Aside from that, he was getting abused by every Knick in sight. So when you have that going on, you know it's a problem. And why did it end up that way, Nicole and Michael? It's very, very simple. Mike Brown deserves a lot of credit because what he did was he took Josh Hart out of the game. And as a result, by putting Shaman in there with Brunson, what happened is you couldn't hide Donovan Mitchell and James Harden defensively any longer. And that's what happened. You had 2 guys that looked to stroke it from deep and are fully capable of doing so. So it drew somebody like Harden and Mitchell out, more so Harden than anybody else, which is why he was targeted. So you end up losing a 22-point lead. You end up spending the last 7 minutes of regulation and overtime getting outscored 44-11. That is a demoralizing situation to be in, especially when you came to New York just to get one. And this is the one that you had. In all likelihood, I can't imagine them getting game 2. They're going to be in an 0-2 hole, and it's going to be virtually impossible to imagine them doing what they did against Detroit, winning 4 of the last 5 games to win this series and get to the NBA Finals. I'd be shocked if a team this demoralized, clearly and visibly, is going to come back from a defeat of this nature. It's not just a loss.
Thank you guys very much. Yes, sir. Again. Woo, the Knicks beat the Cavs 115-104. Knicks down by as many as 22 points against the Cavs, the largest playoff comeback in Knicks postseason history at 7:49 Eastern time. No, that was our time. With a little under 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks had a 0.1% chance. Not a 1% chance, a 0.1% chance. 99.9% chance the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to win this game. And then something happened. They messed around and looked up at the scoreboard and said, we got this, and they exhaled. And by the time they caught their breath, Knicks had them track them down. Joe, how is this possible? When you get guys playing, and Donovan was playing well, I don't know why they stopped letting Donovan do what he did. But okay, Joe, what happened?
Man, Ocho, I'm like, this shit was embarrassing, bro. Ain't no way you supposed to lose this game. And if y'all want me to be 100, which I'm putting a lot of the onus and blame on James Harden. He was bad down the stretch, fellas. They went at him every chance they got on defense, and on offense, it just seemed like he couldn't make a shot and he couldn't get no separation to be able to close them out. And I'm looking at the game like, damn, why Donovan keep passing it to James? Hell, you the one got the hell of a game going. You know what I mean? And I just didn't understand the rhyme or reason of what it was they was trying to do. And they were playing not to lose versus playing to win. And when you get a team like the Knicks who know they have to be desperate in the last 7 to 8 minutes, they got to throw up these Hail Marys, hope they make a couple. Hey, man, they end up getting back in the game. If I'm Cleveland, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Ain't no way you're supposed to lose this game, bro.
Ocho?
Yes, sir. What's up, baby?
Oh, man.
What's up? What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe and Unc? Y'all good? Huh?
Hold on.
Hey,
we all got the Knicks.
We picked the Knicks at first. We all picked the Knicks, but dang, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Whoa. When y'all pick the Knicks?
Yesterday, bruh.
Yes.
Y'all, you sure?
Yes.
Who you picked to win the series, though?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all slide. I'm just making
how
sure.
was the Knicks able to win this ball game after being down by as many as 22? And when under 8 minutes left in the ball game, they're down 18. In some way, they found a way to come back and win this.
Come on, man. You seen how?
Hey, the pressure, man. That pressure. Hey, Joe, I'm not sure what's wrong with dog, man. Brother Harden he got to show. He got to come to the party, Joe. He got to come to the party. He was 1 for 8 from 3. Obviously, he had 15 points, but the 5 and 16. Hey, 5 and 16 shoot.
To get that though, Ocho.
Well, yeah. Listen, you talking to the choir, baby. I understand. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I've never seen a James Harden this inconsistent. In the playoffs, yes, he has his struggles. But I thought sure he would change the narrative, especially this year, being in the goddamn Eastern Conference goddamn finals. How do you not show up for a game like this, of this magnitude? There's some shots down the stretch. If he had hit, I don't think they lose this game, Joe. I don't think they lose this game.
I agree. I agree. He took some big shots down the stretch, but it ain't necessarily the missed shots for me. More so is the defense, the Olay defense. It's just blow-bys, bro. It's like, damn, you ain't even trying at this point.
You got to understand, Uncle Joe. At what point ever in his career, even when he was in his prime,
man, damn that, Ocho. Damn all that. Come on, man. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. All we gotta do is get a couple stops. We win the damn game.
Settle down, Joe.
Hey,
listen to me, Joe. Bro. At what point, even in his prime, was James Harden not a liability on defense?
Ocho, all we need is to get 1 or 2 stops, Joe, bro. That's it. Hey, listen. You moving your feet once or twice, but it's like you got
to, bring that up. But we know they're outstanding guys on the offensive end.
Yes.
But the thing is, you can't let them relax on the defensive end. You got to go at them, and that's what the Knicks did. And didn't matter. What did Brunson do? Nope. And then when they got him, and you see them, they go 1-4 flat. Hey, Mike Brown said, get out of there. Mike Brown done pulled a hamstring or groin or something, trying to jump and call a timeout. hey, he got a drilling going now, but his ass gonna feel that in the morning, Joe. I don't know what he pulled or tweaked, but he tweaked something with a groin or a hamstring. But here's another stat for you guys. James Harden had 6 turnovers tonight. How many buckets did he have, Ocho?
Five.
This is the 6th game in which he's had more turnovers than buckets this playoffs.
Damn.
They've played 15 games now. In 6 of those games, he's had more turnovers than baskets made. And we're talking about a top 75 player. We're talking about one of the great players of this generation. And he is that. But more times in moments like this, we got to be all the way real. He's come up like what we see tonight. Far too many times, he hasn't been that great postseason player we're accustomed to see it in the regular season. And I don't know why. Some things are offered without explanation.
Yes, sir.
And maybe this is one of those things that are offered without explanation. But James Harden was atrocious. So my thing is, if you're not going to give me 25, 30 on offense, boy, you better play some damn outstanding defense. You can't suck on both ends of the court.
Yeah, you got to. You got to pick a struggle, Unc. You got to pick a struggle. If defense has always been your liability, you got to show up, especially in the postseason with the narrative that have always going on behind what you're doing, through your career. Even though you're a top 75 player, you got to show up in these moments. These moments are very important for y'all to even have a chance to even win.
Man,
Joe, this thing might just go 5 if he don't show up.
Man, Man, they might not even go
This,
5.
this is
if y'all want me to
heartbreaking.
keep-
This is the type of game
it's-
right here that you lose this ball game, and it takes all the air out of your sail, and you're never able to inflate it again and start sailing. This is the heartbreak.
This is a bad loss, man. Hey, listen, like in the playoffs, bro, when the rubber really meets the road, fellas, and I'm talking about damn the overtime. The fourth quarter, bro, was so bad. I knew Cleveland was gonna lose in overtime. Hell, they just looked like they ain't had no damn gas. You know what I mean? They couldn't make a shot, and they were playing not to lose versus playing to win. When you got the Knicks had their foot on the gas, they know they had to come up with some big plays. They got back in the game, bro. And what we do? Damn these offensive sets that we got going. We hide and seek. We coming to find your ass. Yeah, you gonna have to play some defense these last 2, 3, 4 minutes, because that's what the game comes down to in the postseason. Do you got guys who can get into the teeth of the defense and make plays not only for themselves but for their teammates as well when it comes down the stretch? Can you get by your man? Can you make a play? Can you get a bucket? And hell, Cleveland couldn't get one, man. Like they were shell shocked when the Knicks started to make their run. Once they cut it to 10, I'm like, man, they still got it. Hell, it probably wasn't about 3, 4 minutes left.
I do. I was like a dad in Friday when the dog started chanting, "That's your ass, Mr. Postman." I knew that was it, Joe. That was it.
Come on, Unc.
When you let them track you down like they did, in the fashion in which they did. You look at Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder played 18 minutes. He had 5 assists, 0 turnovers. James Harden tonight had 3 assists.
Hey, I got a question, Uncle Joe. Y'all would know better than me. And everybody in the chat, excuse me for my lack of knowledge excuse me for my lack of knowledge based on the question I'm getting ready to ask. Will there ever be a scenario where James Harden playing as bad as he's playing, not just tonight, but in the playoffs in general, where he has to come off the bench?
No.
Schroeder playing the way he's playing. Will that ever happen?
No. Never.
No.
So based on y'all are so sure. Why are you so sure if he's performing the way he's performing?
Because he's been this way his whole playoffs, and he never had to come off the bench, and he's not going to start now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the coach making a decision. You know, you're not playing well. I think it's best you come off the bench and allow Schroeder to start.
No.
Nah, they ain't doing that.
Even if he's the only way he's not going to be playing if he fouls out or he gets injured.
Okay.
Down the stretch.
Yeah.
He's still James Harden. I get it. I understand what you're asking. Yeah. But you also have to ask yourself, based on 180 plus games in his postseason career, more times than not, we've seen performances like this as opposed to what we've seen in the regular season as a scoring champ, as an MVP, as an all-NBA selection. He's been far from spectacular more times than not in the postseason than what he's been in the regular season. And that's disappointing because he is a great player. He's a great player in the regular season. He's I guess we can call it average. Sometimes in a game like this here, he's below average. And it's embarrassing. The man scored, Brunson went at him and scored 11 straight points on Harden. He's like, no. And I knew how they was going to start. I said, Wade is going to take him. And then when Merle comes in, Merle's going to be on him or Strus, one of those two guys. They're not putting Donovan. They're not putting James Harden. But then it came down to a point, we ain't got no choice.
Hey,
you don't have a choice. And when you don't have a choice, Ocho, you got to choose between two devils.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something. One more scenario. I'm gonna let y'all take over now. One more scenario. Remember when Harden came off the bench? When it was with Harden and goddamn Russell Westbrook and OKC?
That was a rookie second year.
What did he look like when he came off the bench, Joe? He went in there and did what?
He was playing on a bona fide team back then, Ocho. He's had too much success. Obviously, him being in a contract year because he can opt out and probably get another and get him another deal. They not bringing him off the bench, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find a way to motivate my young bull. I like
this. How you motivate his ass.
Ah.
Listen, bro. If ain't nowhere in hell I'm in a game and a dude done scored 2-3 baskets on me, let's say he's got 6 points on me real quick, I'm finna go in a full out damn denial. I ain't finna let you catch the damn ball. Ain't nowhere in hell you finna sit here and score no 11, 12 straight points on me, man. Listen, You finna work like hell just to even catch the ball, Uncle Ocho. I'm gonna be in full out denial if I know I don't want to slide these puppies, bro. Out of all of those possessions, I'm telling you, Uncle Ocho, all they had to do was get like one or two stops, bro.
Hey,
man, they couldn't get a stop. You can run the damn 24-second shot clock out every time, man. All you gotta do is get one stop.
Hey, and that's at some point in time, it comes a time in a man's life, and I got to make a stand, Ocho. You not finna whip my ass every single play all day long.
That's all. Hello.
James Harden refused to summons that up and say, Brunson, I understand. You're an outstanding ISO player, but I can get one stop. I can get one. Man. All I need is one, Ocho. But for far too long, but see, the problem is that this is always who James Harden has been defensively. Yeah, and people are like, well, he led the league in steal. Yeah, he has some active hands, but guess what? As you get older, your hands get slower, your feet get slower, and guess what? Now you can't offset that porous defense with elite offense.
Yeah, but
he can't give you those 35, 40, 45, 50, sometimes 60 over a 30, 40 game stretch. So now you like, damn, because see, we overlooked a lot of this. This is who James Harden has been. Let's be real, all the way real, chat. Y'all know this, but when he's getting 40-point triple-doubles, he's getting 50-point triple-doubles, we've overlooked the man. We overlooked, like, damn, James, boy, you matter. Ole, he could never be a security guard. He just opening the vault, going in and get what you need.
That was bad,
hey, Joe, the only thing I can think about, obviously some people say, man, what you're saying is ridiculous. You know, my idea. How do I motivate a player that we know is a top 75 player that we know can go on offensive runs and go crazy? How do we get him back to that mode? How do we get him back to that? You know, I just don't see it. You have to do something. You have to do something because this is continuing to happen game after game, and the narrative is still being the same in the postseason and his lack of production. But forget the defense end. I need you to put some points up. It's like he's playing with no confidence.
Hey, you can't forget the damn defense end because if you ain't putting up no damn points, I just need a couple stops. I need a stop or two, Ocho. I'm talking about when we really need it. Hell, we still up 10, 12 points with 3-4 minutes left and can't get one stop.
I'm with you when you're right, man. I'm with you when you're right.
I mean, that's embarrassing. Look, I've had to block some of the greatest pass rushers, Bruce and Reggie and Strahan. And am I going to make a living all day? I just go into the game and says, look, I'm only going to have to block you 3 times. You're not finna beat me all 3 of these reps. I refuse to let it happen. I don't give a damn who it is.
Hey,
J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, rest his soul, Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor. You're not finna beat me every damn rep. I got too much pride for that.
I'm gonna win 1 or 2. One or two.
That's all I need. And the one I win, that's gonna be the most important one.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
At that situation, I hadn't stopped the ball game long. But this is for hey, they complete this, we get a first down, that's game. James has been bad on the defensive end the entire game. We got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna get me a stop. I'm gonna get me a stop.
Yeah, gotta get one. I just need one stop,
Joe,
bro.
it all come down to want. I want it.
It's a want to. You absolutely right. You're right. You're right. You gotta want to go out there, sit in that chair. You have to bite down and really say, damn this, I'm gonna get a stop this play. Like that's what you need, bro. You can do it offensively when you're trying to get a bucket, but defensively, it's just like, damn, as soon as he get by you, you put your hands up. It's like you put so much pressure on your bigs. I think they played well enough for y'all to win tonight. Yeah. I'm like, damn. Bro, I couldn't believe that. They was up 22 with 7, 8 minutes left, man. You don't lose no game.
6 minutes, Joe.
Yes.
6 minutes.
Bro.
That's like, embarrassing. They think about how long they've been off, Joe and Ocho. They've been off over a damn week.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't shoot great.
No.
Hell, I thought Brunson got it going, later, especially in that fourth quarter. Hell, he scored 17 in the fourth. Man, you had everybody at bay, bro. This was your game to win. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, they've been resting. It's rest versus rust. You've been in a 7-game series over the past 2 series. yeah, you might have got a little bogged down and tired. That's why I just felt they weren't gonna win in that overtime. I said, hell, they too damn tired. They can't even muster up a couple buckets. They from the fourth quarter to overtime, Ocho, I think they only scored 11 points.
From that point in which they had that, they got outscored. I think
42-11. 42-11. Yeah.
Wow. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, James got to go into the locker room and apologize to everybody. This was on me.
Hey, what
I've seen that happen. I've seen Ocho, you've seen it too. Guys drop a play, make a mistake. Guys, that's my bad. I'm sorry, I let y'all down today. James Harden got to go to the locker room and let y'all down.
Hey, what the next game at, huh?
Here,
New York.
Oh, so they doubling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2-2.
1-1.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. If the Cavs don't come out, Donovan Mitchell gonna do what Donovan Mitchell do. Evan Mobley always been consistent. James got to show up to the party. If James don't show up to the party, Merrill, I mean, it would be hard to repeat what he did 3 nights ago. It'd be hard to repeat that. But if James Harden don't show up, I'm not saying get the brooms ready, but the dust is on the floor.
Man, listen.
Man, what is my kids doing? Hold on, man.
This was the prime opportunity.
It is. This is the stealable game, Joe.
Yeah, because you got enough contribution from the guys on your team. There's no way around it, bro. That fourth quarter was just so bad. I'm talking about no resistance defensively. From none of them, if you ask me, for real, James was the catalyst in it.
But Donovan can't play no defense. That's why they don't take the challenge to guard Brunson. If you think about it, a lot of great players, be it KD, say, I want the opportunity, I'm taking Bron. Bron says, I'm taking KD. Russ says, I'm taking this guy. Chris Paul says, I'm taking that guy. That's what the greats do. They guard other greats. They're not going to put that man on somebody else and say somebody else handle this responsibility. Same thing with Chet last night. They got Lou Dort and they got Caruso, and you 7'1", and you got 6'6" and 6'4" guys out there trying to guard them 7'8" guy.
Gotta take the challenge.
You gotta take the challenge on. And like you said, Joe Spider, I thought you stop passing him the ball.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Look, they ain't getting nothing great offensively down the stretch in the fourth quarter. They steady going to James. He ain't really getting by his man. He ain't really creating enough separation to really get great shots out. But I'm looking at Donovan like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you steady passing this man the ball? You got it going. You know what I mean? I just felt, man, it's like, okay, boom, I done got you to this point. Now James bring us home. Damn that. You got us to this point. You got to bring our ass home too.
Hey, you can see the shore. You know, the studies say that most accidents happen in a 5-mile radius of your home. Mm-hmm. You can drive 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles. Most accidents occur within a 5-mile radius of home. No matter how